Had a run on the right hand rod. There you go. I don't know if it's a hound. Fish running. Oh. Just smashed me over. Hopefully it's a hound. Fish on. Whoa, how you doing? How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the Shore Hunter YouTube channel. As you can see, I've already cast in. So to be honest with you, I've been out bass fishing this morning, just up the river. I'm not sure if I've put the video on yet or not. You may have to wait for that one, or you may have seen I caught some fish. So I had rigs already baited up in my box. So I've just come along, whipped the rods out, put the reels on, slammed them out there. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the mighty Bristol Channel. And there we are, there's the introduction. Today I am coming out after, that sounded bad. I'm not coming out. Today I am out fishing for bass and smooth hounds. The area I'm fishing, I've heard of none coming in yet. It doesn't mean they're not here. Quite a lot of people in this area keep stuff to themselves, but I've not heard of any hounds this far at the Bristol Channel. What I find is when they turn up, they're here for 3 or 4 months, and when we get one here, they're normally above 10 pounds. So we could be fishing for a specimen smooth hound today. It's a smaller tide. Recently, when I've been out fishing here, I've been fishing big tides, and it's not ideal, to be honest. The reason was, it's the only time I could get off work to come out and film for you. Today, I have a small tide, which is perfect. As you know, the tide is ebbing out, so it's coming towards me. If you've watched my videos out here before, the tide's coming towards me, so I'm gonna fish into it, hopefully intercepting any smooth hounds or any bass coming this way, hitting me straight in the face, hopefully finding our crab baits and getting hooked on my pulley pennels, you'd be pleased to know. But we've got a chance. What I'm going to do now is get a third rig ready and baited up. I'll bring you back, I'll show you that. As the tide drops out, I'm going to move to your left around the corner. When the tide turns in 3 hours time, we will be over there somewhere, you know, with the tide coming from left to right, hopefully fishing in it and hopefully getting a Bristol Channel shark. Scary, but they've got no teeth. Well, that's a great start. The camera's gone over. Seems all right. It's very windy, and it's not meant to be. But you know how it goes. So what I'm doing is just putting some grips on a grip lead. Very exciting. And yeah, we got a chance. Got some lovely bait. I'll show you that in a second. Yeah, the wind's going to be a pain in the ass. On the flooding tide, I'm going to be over there, so it should be more off my back, but the wind was blowing this way when I got here, and now it's going straight at my face, which is shite. But I don't need to be casting miles. As we've done before, the further you cast, the more trouble I find you run into. And we've got so much worm coral here, or your line gets wrapped up in it, and you lose kit. Rig-wise, I am using my Bristol Channel pulleys. These have a 4.0 J hook and a 5.0 circle. Obviously the print has got wet. And there we go. If you buy some rigs from me, they come like this in packs of 5. They're not individually wrapped because I don't want to leave, or you guys to leave, sometimes by mistake. Sometimes people leave plastic on purpose. So I've decided to put 5 rigs in one packet, just in case. Yeah, we've got a chance of a hound. If they're here, I'll get one. I just don't know if they're here. I've not seen any reports. I came out last week 3 times, but the tides were massive. I didn't even film 2 of them. And I just had 1 Thornback Ray across the 3 sessions recently. But it's a week later. The water's warm. We had a full week of warm weather. They've got to turn up soon. And there you go. That's my 6-ounce gripper to an imp, my rig body to a bead, a pulley bead, a bead, to a swivel, to a 5-0 circle held with my tubing, and a 4-0 J-hook, just right for a smooth hound or a bass. Bait wise, I've got some lovely Peter crab, which are popping, ready to go, soft, perfect. Look at that, ready to go, everyone. Hopefully the smooth hounds turn up. If not, hopefully I get a bass. I've said hopefully quite a few times. So yeah, I don't know. They've got to turn up soon. Today could be that day. A nice fresh crab, virtually cut in half and put onto a bait needle like so. I've got peeler crab on both. As you know, I've already cast in. I went early without you. But yeah, I just wanted to get a bait in the water, to be honest. The wind is a pain in the ass. Right. Come on, smooth hounds. Come on. Gotta be here now. It's the 15th of May. Come on, you. No, you swore then. Buggers. Gotta be here. This wind is terrible. Right. Anyway, I'm gonna continue doing this. It's about time I changed both rods. They've been out there about 20 minutes. When I bring you back, I'll be casting in, getting some fresh baits out there, hoping for a shack. You got that wind straight in your face now. It's nasty pasty. But yeah, we got a chance. Look at that tide ripping out there. It's good though. Good times. Get this ready on here and I can just switch it straight over. Get some fresh baits out there. Oh. Oh, what's going on? Still clipped up. Oh, that's typical. It's not on the imp. It's just gone behind. Damn it. Oh well. At least I changed my baits quick. I had a bite on that one then. Ooh. Let's get it out there, shall we? Come on then. Wish me luck. Whoa, fuck yeah. Wish me luck. But now, a sea trout or something just jumped out of the water there. That's random. Right, wish me luck. Come on. Remember, I've got to risk it for a biscuit. If I cast it too far, it's just ripping in that tide. That one's all right. The next one I'm going to put a little bit further, okay? Got to let some line out, as we've done before. otherwise my lead will just snap out. So I've got it up tide from the shore, you know. I need to be in that tide, but not too much, or I won't be able to hold bottom. Anyway, I'll keep fishing. When I bring you back, hopefully I can get us in on the action. Welcome back, everyone. My name's Wayne. It's a privilege to be out fishing for you. Wish me luck. Surely we can get a smooth hound today. Come on. Yeah, that tide's dropping out quite quick for a small tide. So I'm going to chase it now. I'm going to gamble and hit one a little bit further. It could backfire, but I need to be in that tide, but not right in it. Just going to walk down to wind this in. Got my other line there. Ooh. Oh. Well, how are you? Hello. I just seen you there looking at me. Right, let's get this out there, shall we? Let's go for it. Ooh. Put one a little bit further in that tide rip. This could go wrong. I think it'd be right today. Might be right. Yeah, that's washing straight down. Let some line out. There you go. Probably in a snag now. No, that's all right. It's just pulled round. Might be right. I'll let some line out, see if it's holding. Yeah, we're right. I think we're okay. We're good. Trouble is, we've got the wind as well, straight in our face, so it's not helping with line lay and casting, but it's fine. As I mentioned before, we don't really need to cast very far here. Yeah, that's holding. It's pretty much holding. As you can see, I've walked down, I've followed the tide out. I've been fishing for about an hour, not had a bite or a touch. I'm back in that tide now. I did hit one a little bit further and it just washed, just went like this, straight round. Luckily I got it back. Normally it just washes straight into the rocks, but I was lucky this time. As you can see, I've got my rods in my cup on each side. I don't normally do that, as you know. There's quite a lot of mud on the floor for some reason. Some silt and mud, and I don't want it all over my reels. But the wind is gradually dying down, which is a good thing. I'm fishing hard. I've got 2.5 hours till low, so we've definitely got a chance. I'm going to keep fishing for the next 5.5 hours maybe. Oh yeah. Hopefully I can get us a hound, or if not, a beautiful bass. As you can see, I've moved down again. I've got a little surprise for you, all right? Don't worry, it's not a pearl necklace. I've caught a fish. It's not a smooth hound, and it's not a bass. I'll show you. Let me get this back in the water. Where I moved down, I literally had my shock leader hanging out the water. So I moved the camera down and all my stuff. I picked the rod up on its own, and there's a nice big Thornback Ray on there, 10 yards out. So I didn't film it, but I'll show you it. It's in a rock pool down here. What I'm going to do is get this out. We're about 1.5 hours before low, and I'm fishing hard. I didn't even get a bite, but I've caught a fish. A nice one as well. See if I can get that in that tide. Might have overcooked it again. One way to find out. See if it's going to hold. Yeah, it should be right. It's not too bad. There we are. I should be right. Oh. Yeah, sorry about that. We're not blanking. But I didn't know it was on there. Better be a line. I'm in that tide now. Whoa. Come on, fishies. Come on, hounds. Nice. We're in the tide there, look. That's what you want. You want it to hold. Let me show you something. Oh. Fishing really hard. The fishing has been hard. Well, I've only been here 2 hours. But I got one. I put it on my rig and he's taken my rig in a rock pool. Hello, darling. Hello. It's me. There we are. We're not blanking. The little monkey, it's not a monkey by the way, before you start complaining, it's a Thornback Ray, but look, he's absolutely nailed my crab baits. But there you go, not the biggest, little female, but we're on the fish. Cheers everyone, let's get her unhooked. Let's lob this up there, let a boa line out. As you can see, I'm up tiding. I'm literally casting up there and letting out a boa line to hold bottom. We'll be right. We'll get one. If it's not today, it'll be some other time. No, I don't know. We'll get one, come on. They're a little bit late this year. I'm not sure why. I wouldn't know, would I? They're around Minehead. As you've seen, I've had some off a Porlock and Bozzy, but not the big one. There we are. For that tide run, let a boa line out, bump the barm, just on the edge. Got to be fishing now, surely. Come on. Smooth hound. Smooth hound. Wassy wassy. Come on. You know I do all this sort of shit when you're not here, when I'm not filming. I talk to myself. Say, come on, bassy, wassy, wassy. Do that for a smooth hound. It's no different. Madness. Oh. Got some line out. Right, here we go, we're in the tide now. We've got 2 baits, fresh peeler crab in that tide run. Come on. Zzz. Let's go. Oh, it's deadly as well. Ah. Just had a run on the right hand rod. There you go. I don't know if it's a hound. Fish running. Oh. Just smashed me over, hopefully it's a hound. There's a fish on. Oh, it must be a bass or something swimming with me. There we are. Oh, it's just ripped off. It's coming in the tide. There's a leader. Whatever it is, it's not that big. It ripped off though. I think it might be a small bass. It's coming with me in the tide. What have we got? Got to try and miss the end of that rock. What have we got? Oh, it's a bass, I think. Oh yeah, it's going mad now. Oh, nice bass. Oh, it's going absolutely nuts now. Yeah, buddy. Nice. That's a nice bass. Oh, it's going carnage, then. Hey, we're on the fish. Woohoo! It's swimming towards me, so I didn't even know it was on. Come on, don't harm yourself. God, you spiky little bugger. I don't want him to get covered in mud. Right, come on. All right, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. Right. I'm going to put him in a rock pool and let him calm down. But that's a nice fish, everyone. Here on the mighty Bristol Channel. Yes! It's not a smooth hound. It's a lovely bass, though. I just caught that thornback and that bass, and they're both in this rock pool. They're absolutely fine. I only caught that thornback about 10 minutes ago. I thought I'd put it in there just to chill out. Sat back down, boom, straight off. Both fish come on my Bristol Channel pulley rig with a 5/0 circle, just like that. The circle is just right in the kisser. That fish is fine in there. I normally, if there is a nice rock pool, unless it's a real hot day, I like to put them in there for 5 minutes just to chill them out before dropping them back in that tide. But yeah, beautiful. We're on the fish. Probably about 4.5. I don't know, maybe 5. I don't know. I'll have a little look. I'll get them both out in a minute and we'll release them together. I'll get a nice photo, maybe. Yay! Hey, we caught some fish. Woohoo! We're not blanking. And there we go, everyone. Look at that. She's a little bit lean, but that is a beautiful fish here on the mighty Bristol Channel. She's well skinny though. Look at that. Look at the head on it. Boom, boom, boom. Anyway, we're on the fish, everyone. I'll get this one straight back. Cheers, darling. She's ready to go. A little bit rough around the edges. A bit like me, but means well. Anyway, cheers, everyone. Thanks, darling. Right, my left arm rod just pulled down. Gave a little bit of line, and now it's come back. There it is. Whoa. Looks like a ray. I reckon we've got a fawny on there, everyone. Oh, let's have a look at it, shall we? Slacking me off. It looks more like a ray than a round fish. Just sorting out my spare rig a minute. It's still there. I'll let it progress, see? Oh, we're just coming up to low water. So let's have a look at this fish, shall we? Oh, let's have a look. Turning round. I'm calling a ray. It's not a smooth hound, I don't think. Well, I can most definitely say it's not a hound. Thinking a little thornback. Took a little bit of line and then came back. I've got my coat on because it's absolutely freezing in the wind. I'm not gonna lie. So if it's a little bit noisy, I'm sorry. Oh, well, I'm stuck in now. Stuck in that worm coat. Definitely had a bite. What I'll do is put that down for a bit. Hopefully the fish will swim out. Sometimes you've got to do that. Where the tide's dropped out, I've got some slack line. I'll get this one in. Not had a bite on this one. Some fresh baits on. And what I can do is, with that one, move out on that point and try and pull for a break, really. Get it out. Definitely a fish on there. Well, there was. Put it that way. Let's get this one out of the way. And the peeler. I'm just using peeler today, hoping for a hound. Let's have a look at this one, shall we? And I've made some room for myself. I'm using 25-pound line, 80-pound shock leader, so hopefully I've got enough grunt to get it out. I've not lost any kit today, and normally I don't really out here. Good. Wonder where that's stuck in. Wonder what it's stuck into. Ugh, bastard. What I'm going to do is leave it for a while and hope a fish swims out. It's just at low water anyway, so the fishing will be quite poor. I think it's a ray. The bite looked more like a ray, but I don't want to leave a fish out there tethered, so I'll leave that and hopefully it swims out. And there we are. Unfortunately, I lost that fish. I got my rig back, so that's the main thing. Yeah, I just kept pulling and the hook gave. I'm not sure if a fish was even on there. I think it might have just took me into a snag. As it was low water, I belted it. There's a second reef out there. Maybe I'll put it over that. As you can see, that tide's pulling now. I'll have to cast up to the left, let a boa line out. But yeah, it's good. We've got a chance. Just don't think the hounds are here yet. Normally by now I'd get one. If they were here, putting these beautiful peeler crab baits out, we'd definitely get one. It's like catnip. They can't ignore a peeler. That's all they know. They smash it. But I'm enjoying trying to get one early, so I'll get one. Oh no. No, I've just got stuck in the reef. That's what happens when you fish it back. There you go. That's what I mean. It fishes well on the ebb, 3 hours. And then when the tide comes in, you catch a reef. It's hard work. Well, yeah, I'll keep fishing for a bit. If I get a fish, it's normally fine, because it rips off down tide. It's just when you haven't got a fish, it's a pain. Look at that. That's been out there half an hour. It looks perfect still. Let's freshen it up though. Keep the baits going in. Hopefully a smooth hound to turn up and take a liking to my lovely crab baits. If not, the wait up this end continues. What I'm going to do is cast this up to the left just to take up some of that tide. Let's whack it actually. Let's try something. Hit it a bit harder. See if there's any fish out there. Out there. Let's try it a little bit further out. It's nothing fancy. I didn't belt it, but I've just been underarming it. Or just flicking it. See what the tide's like out there. Come on. No, there's not hardly any tide out there. What the hell? There's more tide in here. Whipping around the corner, see? See if that pulls over. Let's tighten that up. Well, that's not too bad, is it? It's a bit of tide there. Let some line out. The tide has just started to pull a bit. Got to be some fish in there. Anyway, I'll keep trying. You know. And there we are. Anyway, on that note, everyone, it's time for me to go. As you know by now, my name's Wayne. This is the beautiful Bristol Channel. We will need to wait for another session for me to get into our upper Bristol Channel smooth hound. A big girl, 15, 18, and if we're very lucky, we could catch a 20-pounder, but they're not here yet. I'm not sure where they are, but they're not here. Anyway, thanks again, everyone. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, all the jazz. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you somewhere else very soon.